Top pros, aspiring amateurs, and thousands of video game fans were not fazed by the quick turnaround between events as the 2011 Major League Gaming Pro Circuit blew into the Raleigh Convention Center. More than 1,000 competitors battled for over $140,000 in prize money, playing some of the most popular titles of all time, including Call of Duty Black Ops on the PlayStation 3, Blizzard Entertainment's blockbuster real-time strategy game Starcraft 2, and Halo Reach for the Xbox 360. And if that wasn't enough, the addition of action RTS game League of Legends and an exclusive Gears of War 3 show match had the crowd fired up. Following the record-setting, action-packed MLG Pro Circuit event in Anaheim, Raleigh was the fourth of a challenging six-city U.S. Pro Circuit tour that pitted the most talented players alongside their toughest opponents. In the Starcraft 2 event, an international force of over 270 players invaded the Raleigh Convention Center with thousands of fans cheering them on. The standing room only crowd and sheer size of the field was a big difference from a year ago when Huck won MLG's humble SC2 debut in a quiet corner of the arena. Several GSL pros including Bomber, Trickster, and Nada came to battle and continued the Korean dominance on the MLG Pro Circuit, while the best players from North America and Europe including Naniwa, Idra, and Select tried their best to take them down. Early on in the tournament, the foreign competitors gave the Koreans a run for their money and the fans a glimmer of hope that this might be the event the Koreans go down. Kiwikaki upset Nada.
And I cannot believe I'm about to say this, but Kiwikaki may have just 2-0'd OGS Nada. And there's the good game!
GG! Kiwikaki is going to take that 2-0.
And Select took out Trickster, landing clutch EMPs and showcasing incredible unit control.
Nothing. Every single stalker has been destroyed. These were the hero units, about 8 units in this army right here. Able to drop. There's going to be the Manor Mule.
And there it is, the Manor Mule. Select with a dominating performance, 2-0 versus Trickster.
But this hope was quickly dashed with the Koreans taking the top spots in each pool. Slayer's Coco went undefeated in Pool A, not dropping a single game, advancing to the winter semis with victories over top pros Rain, Huck, and Naniwa, as well as ending the Cinderella story of young American Trimaster. Coco was joined by fellow Zerg star Dongray Gu, who was victorious in Pool C with wins over Slush, Select, TLO, and Korean Protoss Master Hero. In Pool B, Startail Bomber had a tough time against Machine, but managed to take out several pros, including Idra, Sho, and Heypro for the top spot. In a tournament that proved the Koreans are far from invincible, the world still has yet to see any foreigner seriously challenge for the gold, except in the case of Kiwikaki. After building twin 4-0 records in Pool D, Kiwi and Korean superstar Puma clashed on the main stage in front of an electric crowd. Kiwikaki was able to take an impressive first game in the series,
Drop the main, and unbelievable Kiwikaki absolutely wrecks Puma.
But the Korean turned it around, taking the last 2 games decisively, winning the set 2-1 and securing the final spot in the winner's bracket semis. More than 180 Halo Reach teams returned to Raleigh to compete in the 3-day double elimination tournament. Dallas champs Status Quo, 4th-seeded Dynasty, and returning champs Team Instinct were all in town to compete for respect, bragging rights, and a chance at the $20,000 first place prize. The tournament's top 4 seeds, Instinct, Status Quo, Believe the Hype, and Dynasty, secured the top spots in their respective pools. Each team not only won most of their series by commanding margins, but also finished their pools with undefeated 4-0 records. Pool A concluded in typical fashion, with Team Instinct topping the group. Except for a freak game loss to Columbus runner-up Straight Rippin', the returning champions swept Turning Point, UOR Carbon, and MBG FBF.
Open menu to kind of pick and choose whoever he wants to kill as he winds up a headshot on Adrenaline.
The flag, so if they killed him, it was going to take way longer for...
Just as you said, that Roy is going to pick up a double challenge as Walshy.
Let's get more innings. That's all of them.
You're really bad, boy!
Stay on. Fuck with guys.
Good set, guys. One blue guys, one shot. Ogre 2's going to get the return, pick up the flag, and there we have it. Instinct continuing their winning streak. They have yet to drop a game this series.
But, you know, Instinct just looking so strong. They're the #1 seeded team for a reason.
Over in Pool B, Status Quo put on a clinic. After a rocky start against 10th seed Fnatic Classic, SQ went on to hammer Team Evil, UR Secret, and MBG Pure without dropping a single game, securing Pool B supremacy.
Things are looking extremely good for Status Quo. He's going to pick up a kill on Jake. He's looking for the double. Picks up the double kill.
It's got to be dangerous right now. Enable actually with the sniper rockets coming behind.
Okay.
Ooh, triple. Along with his sniper and no-scoping.
Oh! All right, let's just watch the show. Let's just watch the show.
One shot. Front jump. Work together, guys. I got one. Shots on goal. Shots on goal. Last guy. I got him. Oh,
Status Quo already has another flagpole. Assault's doing an excellent job at staying in Classic space and just being a thorn in their side as the Classic members are trying to get this flag out. And he's going to pick up an awesome double kill, and he's already on a killing spree. Enable already has it going underneath his base. Is he going to go for the toss-up? The Classic, he does. Flamesword catches the flag, and there we have it. Status Quo winning it 5-4. They 3-0 sweep them.
Pool C was dominated by Formal, arguably the best sniper in the game, and his squad believed the hype. BTH went undefeated in their pool, sweeping aside Final Boss, Team Active Rush, Quantic Fire, and Aftermath.
Looks like Formal's going to get a sniper here for Believe the Hype. Meanwhile, Viper will have the Aftermath sniper. And let's just watch Formal.
He's going to go and pick up yours, and now I think he's going back for extra ammo.
Barely edged up by grenades there, but he is able to connect with that camo. Player's not looking at him, back at the base, and he's going to be pushing it. His top ducky pulls out the sniper to finish that one off as Reliable grabs the rockets. Player down low, hit him once with a grenade. Now on a spree here, cleaning up the double kill, looking for the triple. There's 6 on. He gets the triple.
Informal now running the flag, but the game is effectively over. I wonder if they're going to let him get the cap or if they're going to end it. There we go.
Give it up for Maniac, Formal, Destin, and Reliable, the new BTH squad.
Finally, we have Pool D. Like the other top teams, 4th-seeded Dynasty tore their group to pieces, taking out Apex Warriors, Severance, and Legendary. This set up a match between Dynasty and Infamous for pool supremacy. Led by dominant play from Cloud, Dynasty denied the 3-0 Infamous, taking the top spot in the pool.
Cloud has just been a top player. Infamous kind of gaining a little bit more map control around.
All players from Infamous pushing in. Will we get the final clap from Cloud? Cloud is going to bring it in, and there we go. APG finishing off the 48 kill, 48-48. APG taking shots, putting shots on Tizoxic. He'll be clean up. Lethal going to be the final kill here if they can track him down, and Snipe Down gets him. He is going to be pushing up to the blue pistol, helping Tizoxic. Tizoxic's the bait. Snipe Down is the finisher, and he is in a great position. He's got Snipe Down now grabbing those rockets with the Firebird above him. They will be pushing in for this flag in no time.
Tizoxic heating up with the sniper.
The crowd is already applauding. This one is all but over as Snipe Down puts it in, and we see Dynasty sweep Infamous, and there is Hines getting fired up. 3-0 Dynasty over Infamous.
With the beautiful sun-drenched skies of Anaheim a distant memory, the professionals, amateurs, and fans brave the elements in Raleigh to enjoy the MLG weekend and a full slate of Call of Duty Black Ops. Dallas and Anaheim champs Quantic Leverage were back to defend their title and the $10,000 first place prize against Columbus King Optic Gaming, as well as powerhouses Team Fear and Eon Envy. Preparation and practice is one of the keys to victory in the world of pro gaming. Case in point, Team Eon Envy. With all-star play from Stainville and Bob, Team Envy only dropped one game, winning Pool D, taking down Force, Juked, and Quantic Next Threat.
He's going to slow it down here and just take control, like I said. Plays up a nice 2-piece.
Nice job so far. Comes in, be able to pick up 3 there with that AK-74 unit.
Like I said, Bob and Nadeshot are very sneaky players when it comes to CTF.
He's going to go ahead and leave where that bomb's planted. Takes down Stainville. He's looking for the...
Bob following suit right behind. He's got the bomb, holding on to a beautiful kill, getting his transition. He went from objective player to getting all the kills and being the Slayer. So what we're seeing a combination of both sides is Saints, which is, not surprising.
Envy is going to take this series 3-0.
Pool B was dominated by Columbus champions Optic Gaming. With incredible marksmanship from Rambo and Big Timer, Optic rolled past the competition on their way to winning the pool.
Yeah, pushing up to this point is very crucial This allows you to defend your flag runs, defend off the respawn.
I'm allowed to have multiple soapboxes as long as it's not the same one.
Gotcha.
As right now, we're on board here with Nameless.
Ooh,
Nameless
three-piece!
so far, he's coming around towards that flank side. He doesn't have a lot of time, and jumping as solo consecutive round in a row. Can they make it 4 and take this map? You can see him trying to be able to make his move. He's on the chase. Always able to get him. Comes in, slides in, able to get the return.
In Pool C, Anaheim runner-up Team Fierce stumbled early against Icons Black, but rallied back 3-0ing Obey and Young Guns for the top spot. But the big story of the weekend was 17th-seeded Collapse, who came out of open bracket play undefeated, dominating Pool A. On their way, they ended Quantic Leverage's streak of 3 straight events without a pool play loss. Collapse stunned the venue and fellow competitors, going 4-0 as the first open bracket team to win a pool this season.
Let's go! Let's go!
Thousands of MLG fans got their first bloody taste of what many hope will become a mainstay on the pro circuit when Epic Games brought a sneak peek of Gears of War 3 multiplayer to Raleigh. MLG's Chris Puckett, Gears veteran Arctic, and Gears multiplayer map designer Quinn Deloyo called the matches as an enthusiastic crowd watched the action. Epic Gaming's top testers Team Epic took on MLG Pros The Insanes in an exhibition for the ages featuring 3 different multiplayer modes. The first match saw the teams do battle on trenches and team deathmatch, which highlights the game's merciless approach to combat over 3 GUI rounds. The first 2 rounds were split between the teams with plenty of aggressive meat shield and digger launcher use between the thousands of Lancer rounds fired.
But the other key difference is each team is sharing a pool of lives.
Design process for maps, like when you think about symmetrical maps.
The final round went to the Insanes after the pros hunkered down on the hill and began picking off their epic enemies. The game ended with a melee attack on Backstab just as the fog rolled in.
And it looks like you really just have all 4 members of the Insanes charging after Ramen Noodles and Backstab. And here's the Scorcher down low. Predator getting out of there just in time, pushes around the corner. There's the Nasher, and right in your face, Backstab goes down.
Oh, with the execution.
King of the Hill was next as the gory skirmish spilled out onto the open expanse of the thrash ball field. Team Epic started by taking the first round with expertly tossed incendiary grenades.
Seals people, you know. You throw that smoke grenade, it instantly pops, and you can't see. And when you aim that was what you call a touchdown, right?
Oh, yeah, that's my touchdown. I mean, shocking. Those were 2 spectacular incendiary grenades by Nay.
With a victory.
But Epic couldn't keep it up in round 2. And what would become a reoccurring theme, Insane's Predator ripped the arm from Wombat's body, beating him to death.
We always like to know.
Oh, look at the Predator just
beating him.
Ripping the arm off of Wombat.
That's just unnecessary.
Look at that queen. You go on, girl.
The Insanes went on to take the King of the Hill battle 2 rounds to 1.
Looks like the Insanes were able to just pull off a quick 2-0.
The final bout took the teams to Old Town in an elimination game type that fans of the series should be familiar with by now, Execution. Both teams were extremely strong, with the Insanes showing an extraordinary amount of teamwork with 2-man squads that were constantly reviving one another.
So as you saw early on, you shoot it and it digs through the ground and it comes up and bouncing Betty style gets people.
Team Epic also showed their testing time paid off with the game's special weapons, showcasing several crowd-pleasing boom shot and scorcher kills.
Stalemate at the end of the time round limit when not everyone is dead. Right? You look here, Ramen Noodles is coming up with the Scorcher.
Ramen spraying, he's getting the execution. Oh,
wow. Look at
Ramen standing up, getting fired up.
Ultimately, the unkind hand of fate dropped the final axe on Team Epic, as no less than 3 Insanes delivered an Old Town-style curb job to Jote, much to the delight of the onlooking MLG mob.
We're going to see an execution here.
We got another arm rip. They love that arm rip. Those Insanes, like, seriously. No, he's kicking him, too. Look at that kick. Oh, this is terrible. Look at that.
It sucks to be a human.
Despite a sound thrashing at the hands of the Insanes, Team Epic were gracious losers, with the 2 teams showing a great amount of respect towards each other post-match. It was a fantastic opportunity to preview the new game, with many in the crowd looking forward to its release and inclusion on the MLG Pro Circuit. League of Legends' first run on the MLG Pro Circuit was incredible. Fans and players alike witnessed a weekend of fierce competition full of underdogs taking out top teams in this very popular action RTS game. Counterlogic Gaming, Curse Gaming, Epic Gaming, and Team Solo Mid came out to compete, giving the fans some action-packed matches. At the end of pool play, Counterlogic sat in first place, going undefeated with a 3-0 record. Epic Gaming was in second at 2-1, Solo Mid finished third with a 1-2 mark, and Curse brought up the rear at 0-3. This set up the final match that everyone was hoping for between CLG and EG. Counterlogic and Epic Gaming are two of the best North American League of Legends teams, each winning major tournaments at home and abroad. In Raleigh, the finals were formatted as an extended best-of-7 series, with the games from the previous match being carried over, giving CLG a 2-0 lead over EG. The first game started out pretty evenly for both teams. EG's Dan Din, Wes Rice, and Pure Golden Boy, along with Counterlogic's Hotshot GG, all got the champions they're known to play. West Rice is known for his Akali, and it was clear Counterlogic understood that. CLG continually ganked and kept West Rice down early, jumping out to a 4-1 lead.
Versus Akali, going head-to-head. Akali with the spell vamp, able to get a little bit of health back, but Udyr with that shield and then into turtle stance, also giving him some health back as they trade it back and forth, coming up with the kill.
However, Dan Din's control of the jungle and ganking ability threw the game back to even ground as they got the first dragon, evening the kills.
It looks like Dan Din going to be trying to make something over here with Hotshot. Does that roundhouse. We got Ignite going down on Chaucer, and Dan Din coming in yet again, picking up another kill. Now Hotshot will get a little bit out of position. Yes, we got a dragon here, but it's not going to turn on to that Cho'Gath. He goes down to Kali, picks up that kill. Now all 5 of them are going to be picking up another dragon. I do believe that is their 3rd dragon of the game. So they're coming back here with the cash. I mean, they've tied it up now 4-4. They're still down about 2,500 gold.
Counter regained control when EG sent everyone to gank CLG's tank Hotshot and killed Baron.
The fray and Cho'Gath does go down. Now if you did look at Cho'Gath.
Baron take.
Oh wow, we got CLG trying to capitalize upon that, and that, wow, is that going down very quick. We do got 2 Wriggles on the team with that Gangplank as well.
Counterlogic was able to put some pressure on Epic, but ultimately EG was able to hold out as Wes Rice and Dan Din both gained momentum, killing 3 players in a team fight, grabbing the 2nd Baron.
Have a Q left and he just misses the Q-Dukin. Oh no, it looks like they could go down. They have good focus. They are jumping in and out of the bush. That is going to stop the vision, but look at this damage that Dyrus is doing. Can he get this 3rd Volt to proc? Bam! All the health of St. Fish just drips away.
Epic were in a great position when they pushed Counterlogic back to their base. This tactic allowed them to get the 1st and 3rd Baron, but Counterlogic was able to flank EG, killing all 5 champions and destroying their Nexus.
That kill with the help of Cho'Gath. It looks like Dyrus is going to go down. That is an ace for Counterlogic Gaming, and now this is a very big opportunity for them to push this down.
This is probably and definitely going to be GG.
CLG won the game, going up 3-0 in the best-of-7 series, and were 1 game away from becoming the Raleigh champions. In the second match, Epic Gaming started behind after losing first blood, but did secure the 1st dragon. However, dragons wouldn't be enough as EG fell behind by a huge amount of kills. CLG forced a team fight, killing all of EG's champions, grabbing Baron, and finishing the game early.
The Defile running around, but 3 quick deaths right there. The battle count finally does go down, but this could be very well GG right there. 4 deaths under their belt, and Karthus, that is going to be an ace because he is just looking like a ghost right now.
With that win, Counterlogic Gaming took the match 4-0, splitting the $12,500 first place prize and underlining the fact that they are the best team in North America. In the winner's semifinals, Eon Envy took on the scorching hot upstarts, Team Collapse. In a back-and-forth battle that saw great play from both sides, it was Eon Envy pulling out the victory in the last 25 seconds of the decisive Game 5, with Dito taking out Nade at the end of the match.
Behind Dito's last man alive here, he's got to hold on to it, gets the initial, and picking up the nice play, coming swooping in behind him again.
Exactly, it's going to be left up to Dito, watching that backside over towards the firing range. He was able to get that stun off, able to take down 1. Comes in, Dito with a great exchange, able to coming back over the top. There's going to be 2 top lanes.
Cambo, fuck, he's back runway.
There's 2, they spawned there. Bro, 1 more. Nice kill.
Nade shot, you saw! He's going to go ahead and try to be able to come back in here. He's got great move by Bob.
going to be shown, so it's very hard to pick people off here. Nade's actually, wow.
Left up to Nade. Nade is maneuvering
There
his way
we
back
go.
in. And Dito takes down Nade.
In the other semifinal, we saw the number 3 seeded Team Fear lock horns with Anaheim runner-up Optic Gaming. But this time the semis would be the end of the line for Optic. Fear rolled over them 3-1, dominating both CTF games with exceptional play from Fizz and John.
The last time you guys met up with Optic Gaming was in Anaheim. You guys came out on top. What's going to happen here?
I mean, we're both good teams, man. We're just going to have to play to see what happens, but we dominated them last time, and I'm pretty sure we're going to dominate them this time.
J. Lou, what do you have to respond to him?
I got one word for Fear, fluke.
Turning around, looking for the kill, can't grab it, and does finally find it. Rambo goes down by John. John being that Dito player from earlier on and grabbing a third through the wall.
Fizzer wrapping around towards that backside. Spots Rambo, able to take it by himself. Bob Carrier spots one, able to take down Merc. They know I got it on once. Comes back down to that Fear setup to what we've got used. You know, you were right about something.
Yeah, as the reset goes down, John forced to back up, look around, taking out big timer from side, defend routes, or even defending their flag runners. Rambo going down, John picking up the kill, and Twizzy Twiz playing defensive, shooting right in the back.
Got Fear taking it. They're going to be facing off against Eon Envy.
In the winners bracket finals, Fear continued their dominance in CTF with more outstanding play from Fizz and Assassin. Their 3-1 victory sent Envy down to the losers bracket and set up another chance for Fear to finally take home the gold.
Open your mind. Eon Envy just loves to make it interesting whenever they another one, because Twiz had a pull earlier. So in 2-0.
Here on the side barrels, he's exchanging, jumps around. Fizzer with the shotgun. We've seen him do so well with this weapon yesterday. Pulling control of the front side of War Room. Make sure nobody's allowed to sneak in. Look at Nadeshot trying to sneak it out, waiting for people to jump on B all at once. Nadeshot taken out on the back end. John with a slice and dice, headed towards B. He's trying to fend off Nadeshot, which he does.
7, they're averaging 7 kills each.
Fizzer, nice play. Make sure that they put on a very aggressive stance yet again on the second half of this.
Dito, who's been a game changer. As right now he's able to take down Assassin. Remember, 1 over.
Wow. Get the cross map. 3 go down to T-Bird. They grab the flag yet again. He's chasing. Wow!
We played our best, and we just came out through as a team and really were confident when we went in, and we took it.
In the losers finals, Collapse were hyped for the rematch and the chance to avenge their earlier loss to Eon Envy. In a seesaw battle, both teams were tied after 10 games. It would come down to a final game of Search and Destroy for a berth in the championship match.
How are you going to deal with Team Fear's aggressive playstyle?
We play a little bit more conservative, and we make less mistakes than some of the other teams, so I think we'll be fine. That, and I haven't lost to Fear in a very, very long time, and I don't plan on it.
A great job to be able to pick off 3, get the return. As now we're back here with still on board with Nadeshot, and that battle.
Too quick, ending that very quickly. That player to back up even farther and try to make a quick move there. Stainville gets caught on, was picked up on that as he grabs somebody in the center of the gateway.
That they have to make this happen. As Pikachu picks off 1, and they're too quick. Gets spotted, doesn't want to get wall banked, and shuts him down 1 round away.
All 4 members
the gods
of
are looking
Team
out.
Collapse. And Dito picking up 1, even enough back-to-back kill. Shot down, his time is ticking away, and he spots him. Backside yellow, grabs the kill.
What a
Pikachu
shot.
with a last man alive.
Down to Dito, down to a 1v4 as we look at it. We're back over here on board here with Dito. Dito over. Collapse takes it here over Eon Envy.
Our biggest issue with that 11th game was we kind of rushed it too fast. We just wanted to get it over with. They just outstrated us, and it was a good game though.
In the end, Collapse upset the 4 seed, setting up the championship finals with Team Fear.
We expected to try to at least get top 16 considering we're all kind of pro players, but working our way into the tournament, we found out that our potential is much greater. So,
in the finals, Fear was up 2 games on Collapse at the start of the series. Collapse was used to playing the role of the underdog, having made an incredible run with all-star play from the entire team.
And he's doing it again, just this time, and the difference
Yeah, they're
is
stuck on the left-hand side of here, trying to engage. One of the very last seconds of that push. Collapse has pulled out the victory here, and we're going to be pushing on to the next map.
But this would be the final straw for Pikachu and company. From the start, it was clear that Fear had the upper hand. With time winding down and both squads locked at 1 cap apiece, Fear's assassin stalled a final surge from Collapse just long enough to force overtime. This is where momentum completely shifted and stayed with Fear for the duration of the finals as they capped a quick flag.
doing a great job playing aggressive and going straight at the to nade shot whenever he was going to be fit when they were
responding again, back to back. John's taking him out. Pikachu 4-9 alive, trying to deny this attempt. Beautiful time stun, grabbing almost for a 2-piece shot, and choosing to grab this flag and try to dip out with a 335 for the first flag.
In Game 2 Search and Destroy, rounds were traded with the most crucial belonging to John and Twiz as Fear went on to secure the second map.
And now it's going to be left up to Assassin 1-on-2 as Pikachu's over there towards the top villa.
We're backing up and waiting for the defender and engaging on the first
What
one,
a
taking
shot.
out Caramel with the jump shot, and now he's left here trying to bait the player coming out here. And it is a one-on-one. Pikachu is trying to hold it out here. Time's going away. He's baiting him with the bomb pickup time and time again. And he goes down, picking up the win. Assassin proving
Comes
again.
up
He's
big.
so close.
With Fear up 2-0 and the crowd chanting their name, Fear's energy was off the charts. Collapse made a big push in the first half of Game 3, but in the end, Fear put up an amazing second half, smashing Collapse's lead and putting the nail in their MLG Raleigh coffin.
And a feel-out moment to try and see who's going for B first. And it looks like this could be an early B cap as Fizzerb takes care of business on backside of C. And it looks like they're trying to take that home flag away right now.
Get set up. We know how Fear plays this map. We know exactly.
Pikachu and Apathy responding, and Assassin coming up big. He's got help on this B flag. This could be the first time we see the cap go down.
And listen in here to Fear.
Front trailer, front trailer, front trailer, front trailer. One more. Bottom wood, bottom wood. That's the last one. Get on that. Hop on that. Hop on that.
Oh, yep, I already got done.
That's almost up.
A lot of time. They got 2 minutes to be able to pull this off here.
To the first half.
As right now we're in a complete flow here for Fear.
Look at how well they're playing. The trophy is about to be presented here today to Team Fear. Everybody can congratulate this team.
This time, we had enough time to practice, get a schedule down, and it paid off.
I feel we can get better as a team. I feel all of us can get better as the players, and we'll get them next time.
We're going to take it one step at a time, first Orlando, then Nats, and I'm looking to take those events home too, so.
Fear, a perennial top 5 finisher, always seems to come up short on the main stage. But in Raleigh, they finally overcame that hurdle by taking home the title. Congratulations to Team Fear, Major League Gaming's 2011 Raleigh Call of Duty Black Ops Pro Circuit champion. In the first winter semifinals, Believe the Hype took on Enable and Team Status Quo. In this match, it was BTH taking out SQ in a hard-fought, inspiring Game 4 victory to secure a spot in the winners finals.
You said there's sprints there, and they're kind of spawning on each side of the map. As soon as Status Quo goes 3 or 4 down, it's Believe the Hype moving the flags.
Regulation time.
Destin making a charge here, knowing Ace is a one-shot.
Destin coming on the flank, but not before Enable. No, Enable is stopped seconds before being able to get that return, and now Destin will put in flag number 4. What a clutch play.
Destin going huge right there.
We are now in overtime. If this flag is returned by Believe the Hype, the game is over. Reliable gets the return, and it is all over for Status Quo in the winner's bracket. Believe the Hype will advance to our winner's bracket finals to take on Instinct.
On the other side of the bracket, we had Dynasty and their new pickup Cloud going up against Pistola and Eon Instinct.
Going outside, and Pistola is going to get that jetpack.
Typical starting stretch from Pistola here is, well, they have 3 down. Cloud being the only member alive who's at his vent. They are going to safely put this flag in or a little bit of fumble, but it's not going to matter, Chris. In Halo 2, he was more of a support objective player. In Halo 3, he became kind of a Slayer, but Cloud casted a shadow over him. And now in this game,
it looks like we have Ogre 2 coming back, protecting this flag. This one is all over as Roy puts it in. 2-1 on CTF Sanctuary. This may be the fastest. Check out, I got your Pistola, a triple kill, extermination, killing frenzy, 11 kills in a row. The crowd is erupting. In position to stop him, and it's not going to happen. Roy is going to get this one. It's game over. Instinct takes game number 3.
They still have 45 seconds. It's a race against the clock as Roy hits him right in the stomach.
Not score. If Ogre 2 can get the return, the game will be over as we hit the 15-minute mark. Dynasty knowing they need to get a touch to pull the flag from the base to get it into overtime. Cloud will do that, but this game is going to be over as Roy gets the return. No one able to touch the flag. To Zoxic and Hive, too slow. Instinct takes the series 3-1.
Though Dynasty managed to take a game off the reigning champs, Instinct went on to win the series 3-1. In the winners bracket finals, no one expected the games to be as tight as they were between Eon Instinct and Believe the Hype. After falling behind 2-0, BTH fought back to tie the series with stellar play from Formal and Destin, showing the vulnerable side of the reigning champs.
The flag in the hands of Destin. Can Pistola hit the headshot? He hits the body as Ogre 2 gets the grenade, but the game is over. We are going to game number 5.
But in the decisive game 5, Instinct takes the match, moving one step closer to the three-peat, knocking BTH into the losers bracket finals.
And now you have Lunchbox running around the map, finishing off these one-shots. He picks up the 40th kill, looking for number 41 there on Maniac, but Maniac will clean him up with a headshot. Destin now rotating around the map. BTH doing everything they can in individual battles, but I haven't seen a team shot yet from our blue squad.
There is no more strategy in these last 8 kills, Chris. Just nothing but swarming in individual battles. I love it.
Instinct, though, running in pairs. You had Ogre 2 and Roy working phenomenally together. Lunchbox and Pistola were running together. Pistola now making his way towards yellow. He will call out the injured players over at blue. Backing up, Ogre 2 has an angle on them from across the map, and Pistola is making sure he doesn't give up any easy deaths, forcing BTH to run out in the open. Reliable picking up a double kill for number 40, but Instinct is just 3 kills away from advancing to our championship match.
They're stuck in the base, though. Believe the Hype could make a comeback here, Chris.
47, 42, all kinds of grenades. Reliable versus Ogre 2. Reliable is going to get help from Formal, but Roy will clean up the double. 50-43. Instinct wins our winners bracket finals. In the end, our Anaheim champions return powerful in game number 5.
People, I guess, don't realize that it takes 3 games to win a series, and people are just getting a little excited over us losing a couple games, which I understand. We definitely have not been losing very many games, but we're only human. We're gonna lose games, but we're gonna win tournaments as well.
Yeah, I think that we are definitely in the same skill level they are. I mean, we just pulled a couple mistakes that should have won us that flag that unfortunately they took advantage of and they capitalized on, but I'm definitely looking forward to matching up against Infamous and hopefully seeing Instinct in the finals again.
Infamous could be scary though if they're coming in hot. You know, they've gone through 5 or 6 rounds of losers bracket straight. They've been playing all day and they're obviously on fire. So there's ups and downs for both sides. But I'm gonna go ahead and say I want to play Infamous just to prove that we can beat everybody here.
In the losers final, BTH tangled with the 13th seed and surprise underdog of the tournament, Team Infamous. Starting their day at 11:15, they caught fire early on. Infamous knocked down top teams including Active Rush, Evil, and the 2-seed Status Quo, finally fighting back from a 3-0 deficit to take down number 4-seeded Dynasty for spot in the losers bracket finals. This must have been a bitter pill for BTH to swallow, with a really good noob and Blaze leaving the team after Anaheim to join Lethal and APG on Infamous.
Infamous is comprised of 2 of me and Maniac's ex-teammates. I know a lot how they play. I know APG and Lethal really well. I know exactly how they play. We scrim them online a bunch. We beat them the majority of the time. I think we're ready.
He can hold this sniper on for another minute when the rockets spawn, then we will possibly see it. But you see right now, Infamous.
Awesome job by a really good noob, meleeing the guy in the side, finishes it up, and now they are running the flag. Blaze is an absolute one-shot though. Really good noob picks up a huge kill. APG and Blaze and Riot Noob are the only ones alive, and will they be able to put it in? This is the 5th flag. Yes, they do. crank up the Astros. Three kills away as Rynoob has the rockets. He's going to be pushing in. Will this be 49? Yes, it will be. They are 1 kill away. Will he end on the triple? No, but they're going to chase him down. APG falls down to his jetpack and melees them, and there's the game. I'm not sure if it was a fumble or not, Chris. He grabbed the sniper and rips the face off by crouching.
Maniac, the last one alive. He goes down. Blaze coming up huge once again. And it looks like this may be the final cap as a really good noob puts it in to take game number 3 and complete the sweep for Infamous.
Us losing to Instinct Game 5 really just kind of took a toll on us, and I mean, I'm not taking any credit away from Infamous. They're definitely on fire right now, so I'm definitely excited to see the championships.
I think after the Instinct match, we were only thinking about the next Instinct match. We're just like, yeah, let's go get Instinct. Let's like 3-0 these guys. We weren't actually focused too much into the match, and I feel like we lost a lot of momentum when we lost that Game 5. I feel like we could have played a lot better against Infamous if we were just focused a lot more.
Regardless of what BTH felt, it was nothing compared to the emotion and momentum that Infamous carried into the final showdown with the tournament favorites, Team Instinct. As the final match began, losing was the last thing on the mind of a very confident Instinct squad. Though they had a tougher time getting to the finals this time around, they were right where they expected to be. But it would not be easy. Infamous was hot right out of the gate, taking the first set 3-2, forcing a best-of-11 series.
The Pistola picking up a huge kill in Ring 2, and Instinct going up by 1 kill.
Lethal had 2 shots left in a sniper rifle and just used one of them on Pistola's nose. He is now going off here, picking up another kill, helping out Blaze, and now lines up the no-scope, take it down. I got your pistol. They're setting up for the kill, bottom middle.
The camo just popped.
48 to 46. Lunchbox taking fire. Infamous, Blaze is battling bottom middle. A really good noob picking up number 49. He did not hit his melee, but Blaze will finish it. We are going to a best of 11.
As the series wore on, Infamous put the hammer down, going up 5 games to 3. But Instinct, not ready to give up just yet, battled back for a chance to tie the series, forcing a game 10.
Lunchbox misses the jump back at the base, but he could get it up the ramp here. Grenades come in, Lunchbox stays alive, and Instinct continues to survive.
But it would not be enough as Infamous continued to apply the pressure.
And check out the challenges we're seeing here from Infamous. Blaze throwing the grenade, forcing his opponent to back up. Takes down Ogre 2 after grabbing the health pack. Amazing play here from him. He goes up top middle, drops the grenade, finishing off the 43rd kill. Now we're seeing players start to hide APG down low. A really good noob on a nice flank. Blaze trying to finish the kill on I Got Your Pistol. 45 to 44. Here comes the flank. Blaze versus 3 members, so he is shoved out 45-45. Instinct ties it up with 5 kills to go. We take our screen to Roy. He has full shield. He's getting help from I Got Your Pistol. 47 to 46 though, as a really good noob picks up a clutch double kill near the end. He's chasing down a third. Roy across the map trying to find Noob and Blaze. Blaze is taking him out, and he will go down 49 to 47, and APG finishes the double to win Raleigh.
In a stunning final blow, Infamous does the impossible, kicking the reigning Columbus and Anaheim champs to the curb, completing the biggest upset of the year.
Just did the impossible.
I don't know what to do.
The impossible against the God Squad.
It's like, I don't even know how it feels.
I
We're all
don't-
just speechless.
I really can't talk.
My throat hurts. I've been screaming all day.
I really never thought I'd beat them.
What you did.
Cody did ask if I was intimidated. I said no. We were gonna beat him 6-0, even though we were down 3-0.
Oh my God, Blaze.
Blaze. He's the greatest.
Blaze.
He is the greatest
Blaze
player
by
ever.
far.
I agree.
If Blaze doesn't get MVP, I will type a long email about how he should be.
Well,
as of like 10 minutes ago, we are the best team in the game right now.
Congratulations to Team Infamous and their amazing run in Raleigh. Knowing how hard they worked before the tournament, they will not celebrate this victory too long. With Orlando a short time away, you can be sure the rest of the Halo Reach world will be ready to battle it out again, with Eon Instinct looking for revenge. After a record-setting event in Anaheim, the Starcraft 2 action in Raleigh had a lot to live up to. At first, it looked like the foreigners had the Korean pros on the ropes.
He had a moment with his SCV rushes that were very effective, but eventually that fizzled out.
GG, Hunt does take the series 2-1.
very well played.
But in the end, it was not to be. In dominating fashion, Coca, Puma, Bomber, and Zergmaster Dongregu muscled their way into the winner's semifinals. In the first match, Coca took out Puma 2-0, showing us how to defend in the most cost-effective manner, and then macroing up, overwhelming his Terran opponent.
Two Queens can buffer some damage until the Spine Crawler finishes. Nice control here.
Indeed it is.
So off the hook.
Yeah, he needs to kill that SCV off, and he does in fact get it. More Marines are on the way, and that Queen might be in trouble, but the Spine Crawler does finish. Beautiful hold by Coca.
Coca had Puma's playbook. He's now bled into the main. The Hellion now moving down. Note the incredibly low number of SCVs, 12 to 33.
And now we're at a 10 supply to 70. That is it. GG. I don't know, man. Puma is looking like he's going to lose this. He's still down by 37 supply
well, I mean,
or so.
Even floating the factory out here that we see here. Whoops, hold that thought. Even floating the factory, it's going to be pretty obvious that you're not going to have siege tanks. Banelings are going to be too good.
Oh, that is a lot of Banelings, and he is not going to be able to spread enough to stop this. Puma being absolutely demolished by Coca. Holy tamale.
Talk about an upset here.
Going to be going up against Bomber. How do you think this match is going to go?
Well, Bomber is a good player, but he's no manner in the game that dropped lots of mules, so I'm gonna destroy him.
In the second winner's bracket semi, we saw Bomber meet up with Dongregu in a TVZ battle, with Bomber taking the series 2-0, showcasing unorthodox timing attacks, bringing down the Zerg powerhouse.
A huge attack going up with the nuke going off as well, and the nuke looks like it's gonna land!
Landing mules after the nuke. I have never seen more disses in one game.
Seriously, man. Oh my God. And Bomber takes game number 1.
Here. Meanwhile, the Spire is under fire. Don't forget, Bomber lost a lot of drones. This game has been quite a slugfest.
Well, it looks like a GG, and Bomber advances to the winner's bracket final.
Entering the winner's bracket finals, Coca had gone the entire tournament without dropping a single game. Bomber, his opponent on the other side of the bracket, also had an impressive record, winning every series, only losing 3 games the entire weekend. In another incredible Terran vs Zerg matchup, Bomber continued his domination, decisively defeating Coca 2-0, sending him to the loser's bracket.
That red Banshee microed out of range of Coca, and Coca, I don't think he can possibly recover from this. He has no anti-air, and GG.
Yeah, let me tell you something. Guys, nobody does this at pro level.
No, this is very rare.
The most unexpected strategy possible.
No, absolutely, and the rush is going to commence, Tasteless, and the bunker is just killing everything.
He's repairing the bunker now. The SCV's repairing it, under attack. The bunker, actually, I don't think it's going to go down.
And more Marines are on the way,
He
Tasteless.
sells the bunker at the last second. Beautiful.
GG. Wow.
Bomber successfully dismantled Coca in about the time it takes for me to eat a sandwich.
Now, out of the remaining players, DRG, Nada, and of course, forget Coca, who are you really wanting to play in the grand finals?
아무나 해도 상관없어요. 다 이길 수 있어요.
It doesn't matter. I can beat them all.
With that win, Bomber advanced to the championship finals, where he waited for one of 3 players, Coca, Dongregu, or Nada, to advance from the loser's bracket. In the first match, DRG was able to take out Nada in the loser's semis.
Here comes the big play from Dongregu. Oh my God, the Baneling count is absurdly high. We're seeing Zergling sweep in from all sides, and Dongregu has done it. Nada, who was the comeback story, the comeback hero of the tournament, now will be knocked out in 4th place by Dongregu unless he can pull a miracle here. He cannot. Nada eliminated in 4th place. Dongregu taking a solid win there.
This win set up a match with Coca in the losers finals. In that battle, Coca was able to outlast fellow Korean DRG 2-1 in a very tight series. Coca overwhelmed DRG with amazing infestors and roach play, ending one of the longest ZVZs we've ever seen on the MLG Pro circuit.
My God, keeping them still. Infested Terrans are going down, And the Roach number greatly going in Coca's favor. He has over twice as much, over 3 times as much. Infested Terran shooting everything, and Coca is not going to be denied. He is going to get his rematch with Bomber in just a moment here.
Coca's win in the losers finals set up a rematch and a chance for revenge against Startail Bomber.
최소 4대2 선에서 아마 끝날 것 같아요.
I've already planned out all my builds, and at the very least, I think it'll end in a 4-2.
우승이 거의 코앞에 있다고 생각해요.
I think victory is right in front of me.
In this epic ZVT contest, Coca started down 2 in the best of 7 series since Bomber previously beat the Zerg in the winner's bracket. Bomber opens up game 1 of the finals with a fast gas build and fake bunker rush, throwing Coca off his game early on. Securing his natural and then a 3rd command center very quickly, Bomber went into macro Terran mode, setting up a strong infrastructure, ensuring that he'll be able to keep up with the Zerg opponent later on in the game. As the match continues, Bomber loses about 20 SCVs to a sneaky baneling attack from Coca.
Swing right in, does Bomber notice? Oh no, Bomber does not recognize! Oh!
He's able to stay on his feet, slowly closing the gap by producing 3 SCVs at a time from his 3 command centers. When Bomber moves out to secure his gold expo, Coca executes an amazing pincer attack, sandwiching his opponent's army.
Does look like this is quite ominous looking. Here comes the crunch from 2 sides. It is going to be impossible to run. Banelings rolling in from all angles. Coca with the plant on the Banelings. Couple Marines trying to run, but combat shield cannot help them today.
Wow.
Domination in the center.
While taking them out, he forces Bomber's 3rd base to lift off. Bomber, miles behind in supply, chooses to push out at Coca, who stalls as long as he can until he sees the most opportune moment to strike, and when he does, Bomber GG's.
Full crunching defeat, and it looks like Bomber will not be able to go undefeated in this final match. The offensive mule and the good game!
Game 2 began chaotically with Bomber securing a fast expansion on the low ground, but for some reason he chose not to wall off his ramp. Coca's early waves of Zerglings sneak into Bomber's base, causing quite a bit of damage.
He does have a lot of Zerglings here, Sean. Can he
wow.
cause damage, or is this going to backfire?
Oh, he surrounds everything. We have 2 more Zerglings coming in. I don't believe it.
What?
8 Zerglings at the start. Are you serious?
Oh.
It looks like he might be able, and he does it.
He gets every single one. Now the expansion is going to be delayed, Sean. There is not going to be any dancing Marines anytime soon because they are all dead.
Finally clearing the wings from his main, Bomber proceeds to defend attack after attack from his Zerg opponent.
These Zerglings now running in here, so many mulas. He wants to take out the turrets as quickly as he can, but the Zerglings is going to leave the SCVs completely vulnerable. Only 1 missile turret remaining. So many SCVs going down, Sean. The damage is going to be immense here, and now his units are awkwardly stuck in the center of the map, and the economy of Bomber is non-existent. Now the Zerglings are slipping into the main.
Oh, he gets it.
After surviving some very sticky pushes from Coca, who seemed to have overextended himself, Bomber decides it's time to push out and end the game. Moving across the map, he destroys 2 of Coca's bases and moves in on his main, where he defeats the last of Coca's forces for the GG.
At the end of the game, you just need an army. We see a huge army lead for Bomber in one of the craziest games I've ever seen. I think Bomber may have pulled the miracle.
Bomber going to make an insane comeback here.
And
There's going to be the GG. Bomber able to hang on there.
In Game 3, the intensity is about to boil over as these 2 amazing players battle for the 6th time in this tournament. Opening up with an extremely risky tech and fast expand build, Bomber clearly wants to turn up the heat on Coca.
And we see Coca getting dangerously close to maxed army with nothing but mid-game units, roaches, lings, banelings.
However, Coca beats Bomber to the punch, quickly reaching max unit supply and moving in for the win.
Secured, but a potential counterattack.
Coca getting dropped in his main, now rolling into the front with Banelings, Roaches, Zerglings, and it looks like Coca may be able to break this, having astounding numbers, hitting with a huge Baneling blow there. But the question is, oh my goodness, that is a lot of Banelings landing on those tanks.
But Bomber's defenses are once again in place, and when the smoke clears, it's evident that Coca has once again overextended himself, losing his entire army.
Marine count from Bomber is ridiculous. Huge numbers of units rolling up, and it looks like Bomber will be able to defend. In the main, the Marines have done nothing, but Coca is still tilting, sending everything forward that he can.
Bomber begins his push across the map, but Coca already knows he's lost, and GG is crowning Bomber the MLG Raleigh champion.
Better.
And there's the push at the goal. The Roaches are trying to rush in from all sides. The Banelings get taken down. units streaming through the center of the map. The natural expansion does manage to stay defended, but the gold will fall. And there it is. Good game. Bomber is your champion of Major League Gaming Raleigh. Bomber, the grand champion, walking to his opponent. The good game. Bomber is your champion. Let's hear it for Startail Bomber.
Congratulations to Startail Bomber, Major League Gaming's 2011 Raleigh StarCraft 2 Pro Circuit Champion.
메이저리그에서 우승이 처음이에요. 이 정도 그래서 정말 기쁘고 다음 MLG에도 꼭 좋은 성적 많이 우승 거둘 수 있도록 하겠습니다.
This is my first time that I've won a major event. I will win the next event.
For the record-setting crowd in the arena and the millions of fans watching at home, Raleigh provided the world of competitive gaming with some of the most exciting gameplay ever witnessed. There's no telling what will happen when they do it all again in Orlando, but one thing's for sure, MLG will be there to bring you all the action.